Hey fellow YouTubers, JJ the Trucker coming to you from Winslow, Arizona. And yes, I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. It's such a fine sight to see. If you ever wonder what Ford looks like, by the way. And this is if you get the music reference. I know a lot of you guys are too young to get these music references that I throw out all the time. But if you're not, throw a comment in there real quick. That's a flatbed Ford. There's no girl, my lord, in this flatbed Ford. But yeah, if you ever wondering, but check this out. This is the corner, the famous corner here in Winslow, Arizona. And yeah, they got the statues. This is also part of Route 66, the original Route 66. Check that out right there. Yeah. Pretty cool. We can have the Route 66 logo right there. Alright, it's upside down, but you get the point. And of course, the actual standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona gift shop right there. It's closed, it's early in the morning, but maybe we can take a little peek inside. Check that out. Man, one of these days, I'll be stopping in here when it's daytime out. Anyways, yeah, thought I'd show you guys just another quick little thing that I get to see when I'm riding my bike around town. So stay tuned for my latest update. We are back on the road, everybody. Whew. And it's been a bumpy road right here. I mean, literally a bumpy road, not figuratively. It just finally smoothed out a little bit. Man, all right, so we are now, let's see, we're on Interstate 40. We're heading westbound towards California. There's the bumpy roads again. And we are coming into Flagstaff, Arizona. I hope you enjoyed that different kind of intro. Again, if you recognize the song reference and everything, be sure to throw a comment in there. Man, but we're back on the road literally from my time off in Springfield. Boy, did I get a lot of stuff done there. Got all the maintenance done on BEV. Got the full PM, the oil change, chassis lube, both fuel filters changed, both oil filters changed, the coolant filter. Got all that done. And if you didn't see the video for that, that's my last video, so go check that out because that's pretty cool. Even I learned a lot just kind of watching. It was my second oil change that I've done on this truck, and you know, but I actually paid attention and watched and recorded this time. So yeah, I actually saw what they were doing, and you know, 2 oil filters. That's pretty cool. One of them's an active oil junk separator. It works off of centrifugal force. It's not your typical, you know, paper filter. Of course, they've got one of those too. So, there's these bumpy roads again. I don't know if you can see it because I got that stabilization on. I'm sure you can probably hear it. Although new microphone, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me a lot clearer than my previous videos. But yeah, man, infrastructure. We need some infrastructure changes here. Man, spend some money. Anyway, yeah, so that oil change was really cool. A coolant filter. Did not even know that there was a coolant filter. But since then, I've gotten a lot of comments on the oil change intervals. Man, this shaky road. Can you even imagine being in a freight shaker, a Freightliner, going through this? Man, no way. I mean, I'm bouncing all around in the Peterbilt, which has a smooth ride. Made even smoother by the alignment and tire rotation. I got all the wheels rotated, got the alignment done. It's nice and smooth, except for on this road. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, coolant filter. Yeah, that's just a really cool video. Where I was at was I got a lot of comments regarding the intervals for oil changes. You know, I mentioned I was at 100,000 miles. Some people were thinking that was my first oil change. No, it's my second. And some people, you know, did listen to the video and was like, wait a minute, that's your second oil change, but you've got 100,000 miles. You know, they notice I'm doing my oil changes about every 50,000 miles. And they're like, you're waiting all the way until 50,000 miles? Look, I know with the older trucks, You know, the fuel filters I'm sorry, the oil filters are not the same in the older trucks. They don't use the same type of synthetic blend oil that these new trucks do use. The interval for these new trucks, if you are not idling, and that's another key, depends on the idling, the interval is 70,000 miles. It's 60,000 miles if you do idle. You know, idle overnight and everything. Well, I've got an APU, so I don't idle. I did have some, you know, quite a bit of idle time in my first interval because my bunk heater went out and all that stuff. If you follow me, you already know that. So, yeah, but this time I didn't have a lot of idle, but I did decide, you know what, this is going to be my truck. I'm going to have it for a while. I do want to take care of it. I'm going to go ahead and do 50,000 miles. Plus, it's easier to remember, easier to keep track of, you know. So every 50,000 miles, boom, you get the oil change, the fuel filters, the chassis lube, and then every 25,000 miles, or half that interval, you get just the fuel filters and the chassis lube done. So it makes it easy. Plus the engine air filter, which I also got replaced in that video. That's one big box, man. That's a huge air filter. That thing is only to be replaced every 100,000 miles, 100 to 125,000 miles. So by doing the oil changes every 50,000 miles, it makes it easy. So every 25,000 miles, you know, I'm doing something to it, whether it's just the fuel filters, or, you know, the fuel filters and chassis lube, or, you know, adding the oil change and oil filter changes in there. And then every 2 of those, I do the woo, this road, I tell you, Arizona, Dot, need to fix your roads. Where's that? So, so yeah, it makes it easy to stick to those 25,000 mile intervals and just, you know, do it that way. So yeah, you don't need to comment about, oh, you're not changing your oil enough. Well, you know, again, not an older truck, it's a brand new truck, doesn't need to be changed every 30 to 35,000 miles. It doesn't burn through oil, doesn't leak oil. It's got the better fuel filters, or oil filters, I mean. And again, I don't idle. So, and that makes a big difference. When you're idling, you've got to be able to reduce the mileage. You got to really go by engine hours at that point, because you're idling, you're running your engine without putting any miles on it. And most people are going to run their engine or idle longer than or more than they actually drive. You know, because you figure you're driving 11 hours and then you park, you know, you're driving 11 hours max in a day, and then you park and you've got to idle for the rest of that 24-hour period. So, yeah, that's not good on your engine. But diesels are made for it. You can do it. No big deal. It's not going to ruin your engine, that's for sure. But you will need to do your oil changes a lot more frequently if you idle. I don't. So 75,000 miles for me would be fine. 50,000 miles, I'm spoiling this truck. All right, I am spoiling it. So anyways, yeah, I got that done. As I mentioned, the oil change and the alignment and the tire rotations. This is my first full tire rotation. I did do the just the front tires at 50,000 miles. Let's see, what else did I get done? A couple little maintenance things. My mirror wasn't working properly on the driver's side, wasn't moving left to right on the motorized side, so just a loose wire. Peterbilt came out and fixed that. And that's pretty much it there. Got lots of merch made, some new merch ideas and stuff like that, so I was busy doing that. Shot some videos. My next video, I think it's going to be my next video, maybe my video after that, is a collaboration video with another YouTuber out there, and it's a truck tour video. I know you guys love those truck tour videos, so do I. This one's a truck tour of a brand new truck. I'm not going to give away any more spoilers than that. Not going to mention who it's with, because it's a surprise on their channel too. But we are going to release this video on both of our channels simultaneously. That's going to be freaking awesome. So look forward to that coming up pretty soon. Let's see, what else? Other than that, I took a little bit of time off, just rest, relax a little bit. Cellular booster. So have you seen these cellular boosters on these trucks? They look like a large drumstick. You know, the drumsticks for like the marching bands, you know, kind of like a marshmallow on a stick. Let's see what we got going up here. Got some construction going on here. Everybody's slowing down a little bit, so just want to make sure I'm paying attention, being safe. Yep. Merging. Stand by, everybody. All right, pardon the interruption, guys. But you know what? I figured since that JJ is going through all that construction right now, this would be the perfect opportunity for me, this JJ, to break on in with the feature I know you guys love, and that is Question of the Week. Yeah! All right, so Question of the Week this week comes from Kramer Cosmo. Kramer, great question you had, and I appreciate your patience because I know you asked that question like 2-3 weeks ago, and you've been waiting patiently for this answer, so here we go. Kramer asked, hey, JJ, you are the best truck driver in the entire world. I love your videos, best videographer, best person on YouTube, and oh wait, no, sorry, that was me saying all that. Never mind. No, Kramer, I'm kidding, man. Kramer, what he said was, hey, JJ, I saw a Freightliner, Prime Freightliner, with 8 IFTA stickers on it. What gives? I thought Prime had a 4-year policy. So basically what he's saying, you know, each year we got to get an IFTA sticker, a fuel tax sticker to display on the cab. So if they've got 8 IFTA stickers, that truck is at least 8 years old. That's assuming none of the stickers have been removed. So what's the deal with that? Now, that's a great question because I'd always kind of thought, you know, yeah, Prime has a kind of like a 4-year limit. They get rid of their trucks after 4 years. And I know when I was getting ready to get this truck, I was looking into, you know, the lease option versus finance option, and they gave me a list of things that, you know, if I'm going to bring a truck in from the outside, it has to meet these specific requirements, you know, safety features and wheelbase and weight and all this other stuff. And one of the things was it cannot be more than 3 years old. So I'm like, okay, so yeah, and I have seen these trucks out there. They're very rare, but I have seen older Prime trucks out there. So what's the deal? So I went ahead and called Success Leasing because they're the ones that take care of all that stuff. Whether you lease or you bring in your own truck, whatever the deal is, you still deal with Success Leasing when it comes to that stuff. So I called them. I said, hey, what gives? What is the rule? And here's what they had to say. They said, all right, so number one, Prime doesn't keep any of their trucks for more than 4 years. We have a 4-year warranty on these trucks. So once that 4-year warranty is gone, that's it. They go ahead and sell that truck through Pedigree Truck Sales. Now, it's still a good truck. I see a lot of them on the road. You know, so if you are interested in buying a 4-year-old truck that's been maintained by a good fleet, and you can see how they maintain them, just watch my last video, then yeah, head to Pedigree Truck Sales. And this isn't sponsored content or anything. I'm not getting paid for any of this. No kickbacks. So yeah, they sell their trucks after 4 years. Now there is an exception to that going on right now because of the truck shortage, and we've got a lot of trainees that have been coming in. A lot of you guys using my referral code PAUJAJ. Greatly appreciate that. So there's a truck shortage, so they have actually bent that rule. They are not selling the trucks right now at 4 years. They are keeping them a little bit longer so that they can get these trainees in a truck, you know, and catch back up once trucks start becoming more available. But general rule of thumb, 4 years, boom, they get rid of the truck. If you're bringing in a truck from the outside, then yep, 3-year rule. That's it. It has to be 3 years. But once you have it inside Prime, or once you do a lease purchase through them or anything like that, basically you can keep your truck as an owner operator for as long as it is safe, as long as it meets the safety and service specs by Prime. So I asked, well, what specifically does that mean? So the safety is, it has to be able to have all the safety features that Prime requires. Right now, those safety features are things like the lane departure warnings, the forward collision warning, the speed governor, things like that, which any truck that you start with now is going to obviously have those. The key is they can add safety features on at any time, you know, as new safety features are invented and come along. So if something does change in that, your truck that is 4 years older or more would need to be able to accommodate that new safety feature. The second one is service. As long as it's still serviceable, you know, you can still work on it, everything's fine, and it's not causing too much downtime. That was the key right there. It's not causing too much downtime. Then, yeah, you can keep your truck. The guy I spoke to said generally about 8 to 10 years is usually about the max that they tend to see. But I ran into a guy last year. I'm trying to remember. I think his truck was about 12, 13 years old. It was a beauty too. It was nice. Unfortunately, I tried to get a truck tour, and he's like, "Nah, I don't want to do any of that." I'm like, oh well, too bad. But anyways, so yeah, that's the general rule of thumb. So if you do see an older prime truck out there, know that it's got all the safety features. It's still in good running condition, not causing a lot of downtime, and that person owns that truck. They are an owner-op. And they're not leasing or anything like that. So I hope that answers the question for you, Kramer. If you guys have any other questions or any good questions of the week, make sure you drop me a comment and post it. If it's a great question, I'm absolutely going to save it for question of the week. See ya. Yeah, just a little bit of construction. They're fixing the roads, maybe? Hallelujah. So let's see. Oh man, I ran into so many followers and, you know, YouTube subscribers out there. I mean, I got in there and picked up a whole bunch of merch. I mean, a ton of merch. I had already pre-ordered it, had it sent to Teddy over at the embroidery shop. Look at those potholes. Woo! Some big ones. And it was already done by the time I got there, and I still dropped off more and had him do more while I was there. And I'm almost out of it. I'm almost out of all of that stuff because I ran into so many of you guys. Man, my subscriber base is growing. I'm about at 16,000 subscribers. 16,000 of you. But here's the funny thing. Here's the really weird part. About 2/3 of the people watching this video are not subscribed to the channel. What? How is that possible? So yeah, oh man. So yeah, take a moment, pause this video real quick. I'll wait. Go hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, give me a thumbs up if you like these videos. Subscribe real quick and hit that notification bell. That way you're not gonna miss any of my videos. All right, ready? Pause it now. Go for it. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I better not do that. I'll get another copyright violation. So if you saw that on my last video, the PM and oil change, I released the video. Now I had already had, basically, when you add music or anything that might be, you upload it like 2 days in advance, and you let YouTube kind of parse through it and process it, and they'll let you know if there's anything wrong with it. This time they didn't until I went live. As soon as I went live on that, boom, flagged me for a copyright violation. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, come on, you couldn't do that earlier. But it was a manual review. It happens. And this one, I appreciate all the love and support you guys gave me. Oh, those copywriters are ridiculous. This one was absolutely, though, 100% my bad. Back when I had more music in my videos, before I was getting all the feedback from you guys, I had subscribed to this service called Epidemic Sound. Actually really cool. You subscribe to them, and they've got a ton of royalty-free, really good royalty-free music to choose from. And it's royalty-free, copyright-free, as long as you give them an attribute in the video description and you're subscribing to them. And it's a monthly charge. It's not a lot. Well worth it. But when I stopped using the music, I'm like, I'm not going to pay for it anymore. So I stopped paying and was no longer a subscriber. But I forgot to delete all that music that I had already downloaded so I could use it for future videos. And so as I'm going along on my phone looking for music, I was like, oh, this one looks really cool. This one sounds really cool. Let me use that. Not even realizing it was one of those that I'd gotten from Epidemic. So, you know, so of course they, you know, it was flagged from them, and rightfully so. I shouldn't have used it. I should have known better. So I had to go back, re-edit the video, Yeah, and replace it with some truly royalty-free music. And I think that the music that I got was actually this time was actually better than the one I had last time. So go figure. Let's see. So yeah, no copyright claims. So hopefully you went and subscribed, and you're back. Nice. All right. Yeah, you run into me as a subscriber, man. You get some free JJ the Trucker merch, and it's some good stuff too. Got some good merch. And y'all saw the video. Get over here. Y'all saw the video I posted of the new merch shelf. Yes, you can buy merch now if you don't run into me, if you don't, send me anything, if you're not using me as a referral code to come to Prime. No worries, you can still buy merch on my merch shelf. So just scroll down a little bit on this video, and you'll see some hats and shirts and stuff like that. But I've got all kinds of stuff for sale if you guys want it. I tried to keep the prices a little, as low as I could. They're not the lowest of prices, but it's not bad though. Still good, high quality stuff, and you get a lot more choices. All right, moving on from that. What have I been doing since I left Springfield? Driving. Just driving. I went ahead and picked up a load coming out of Springfield, going all the way out to Carson, California. And that's what I've been doing. So this is day 3 of doing that. Didn't leave until midday. Had to get the trailer. Trailer was in the shop. Had to go through the wash bay, get Bev all nice and clean. Oh, that's another thing I did while I was there. Check this out. They actually have a steam bay. A steam bay at Prime where they will steam the undercarriage and the whole back end, the fifth wheel, all that stuff. Get it all nice and clean with hot steam. Get all the grease, the gunk, the salt, the beet juice, all that stuff off of your truck, nice and clean. Then you run it through the wash bay. Oh, she was all shiny and clean. It was nice. Nice having Bev back to being clean again. I got a lot of great comments from you guys out there, so thank you very much. Yeah, she does look beautiful. She looks better in person. She really does. And so does Mr. Pumpkins, don't you, buddy? Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, got finished with all that, and then headed on out. And I've been driving, so heading on over to Carson, California. Don't know what's next. I'll be in Carson tonight to drop and hook. I'll drop this load, and but I'll be about out of hours for my drive on my drive clock. And then I'll wait for my pre-plan. I'll probably get pre-planned. I already updated my fleet manager of my ETA. So I wouldn't doubt it if he pre-plans me right before he leaves for the day, gets me something to pick up in the morning, and head on out. But yeah, it's been a nice drive. Weather's been cooperating. It's been beautiful. A little toasty, a little humid, but not bad. Overall, it's been good. Yeah, one more thing I did take care of while I was there in Springfield. I got all my doctor's appointments taken care of. So here is the thing. Being a company driver is cool because of the benefits. Prime has some pretty good benefits for their company drivers, health benefits. And they have a doctor's office, Trinity Healthcare, right there at the terminal. They also have a chiropractor. They've got a massage and spa. They have a sleep study place called Cardinal Sleep, in case you need sleep studies done, if you suffer from sleep apnea. All right there in their terminal. And so if you're a company driver, you've got their insurance, and all you're covered through their insurance. But if you are an independent contractor, aka lease operator, owner op, you got to get your own insurance, which isn't the greatest. Of course, after you do your taxes and you have all your write-offs and all that stuff, your taxes show that you're not making any money, even though you're making a lot of money. But your taxable income is pretty low, so you can go onto your state's marketplace and get insurance for cheap or for free, which is really cool. So that part's good. And that's what I've got. It's a high deductible plan, but it's not a big deal. I don't pay anything for it. It's absolutely free. But the downside is, you know, these plans, you get it from your home state, so you're covered for doctors in your home state. Well, if you're going to go home to see your doctor, great, that's even better. Me, I don't really go home. I pretty much just live in the truck. So going to Springfield for my doctors, you know, it's not covered under the insurance. Hospitalizations and ERs and major stuff, that's all covered with the insurance, and that's what I really got it for. So he can't get over, but he's over pretty good. Let's watch it here. All right, we're good. So I went to Trinity Healthcare, got my DOT physical, which wouldn't be covered by insurance anyway. I was due for that, so got that. Passed with flying colors, everybody. So yep, I'm on the road for at least 2 more years. Yeah. Got my regular physical checkup, all my blood work done. That all came back good. You know, because I've been eating healthy and exercising. It hadn't been good. I know that. But it's back down to looking good. Back down to where, you know, it's manageable and it's good. And then my next one is going to be even better. I know it. So yeah, eat healthy if you're out here on the road. You gotta exercise. Get out on that bike, man. Look at all the cute, cool views I've been seeing. The cool, different things that I've been seeing that you wouldn't see if you're just stuck in your truck and not going anywhere. I did take advantage of going to the gym at Prime, you know, at the Prime facility there too. I was there all but one day, out, you know, at the gym running or on the elliptical or you know, walking the park, you know, doing something. That was pretty cool. Let's see, and I got my second COVID shot. Yeah, done and out of the way. Whew. No real. Excuse me. It is allergy season out here for me, so sorry for me clearing my throat. I had the obligatory sore arm, you know, for 2 days. Same sore arm I got during the first shot, but no other effects at all. I mean, people have been saying that second shot you might get sick or might feel like crap or something like that. Nah, I was fine. You know, no issues at all. So I was happy about that. You know what, I know I went and started talking about that cellular booster, and I don't know what distracted me, but so that cellular booster, I'm gonna give that a try. These things are not cheap. They're 400 some odd bucks. And where I got it, where I mounted it, just was not, let me get a drink here. Yeah, I think that's better. Where I mounted, I wanted to mount it in the back of the cab, up high where the other antenna is, but that would have taken a lot too much, you know, a lot of work, because you have to work on from the inside, take off the paneling above the bunk, put a back plate in there. It's a project. It's a major project. You know, so opted not to do that. I had tried a different installation area, mounting it to the top bar in the back of the truck, where the spring attaches to the spring for the air hoses, but it's just not high enough. It needs to be up where it's not obstructed. And then got a really good idea, thanks to Van at Peterbilt. He took a look at it and says, that kind of looks like it's the same threading for CB, you know, a CB antenna. Maybe you can get a CB mast extender or something like that, and you know, get it up above the back of the truck. I was like, well, shoot, if that's the case, why don't I just mount it in place of one of the CB antennas? We've got 2 CB antennas, mostly for looks. It's not that it seems to really extend the range, because my range is still only about a mile anyway. So, and I even asked them, like, yeah, it's mostly for looks, you know, not a big deal. So yeah, I'm gonna order. I still want to get an extension mast, which I can get. So I'm gonna get a small extension mast and then mount it where one of the CB antennas is on these Peterbilts. So, and then I'll give it a try, and I'll definitely do a review and let you know how that is working. Just testing it briefly on the testing that I did do. It seemed to help a little bit. It wasn't a huge deal, a huge change. but I think that was mostly because of where it was mounted, and I was at Springfield Terminal, which is not the best area for cellular reception. It really isn't. So anyways, all right, I think I've yapped your ears off enough. Again, like and subscribe. Comment, again, just a reminder to comment on the beginning of the video if you know that song reference. If you want more recent song references, throw that in there too. In fact, you know what is your favorite band, group, artist? Let me know. You know, give me an idea. Maybe I can start incorporating some different references in there other than my classic rock stuff. All right, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Take care. Keep the rubber side down, the shiny side up. Stay safe. Laters. Thank you for watching this feature presentation from me, JJ the Trucker. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up or two. I'd appreciate it. That way I know which videos you guys are enjoying. And you know what to do now. That's right. That's right. You see it right there. Click on my face. Click on my face. See what happens when you click on my face. You know you wanna. Other than that, check out some of my other videos for more great content, such as the one YouTube's recommending, the one I'm recommending, or for more free JJ the Trucker merch, check out the other video. Later.